So when I was a little bit younger, and still to this day, I still feel remnants of that. So, don't think I'm like completely over it. But it was really hard to empathize with others. I think in grade 10, 11, 12, I used to really believe that others were NPCs. Which is funny because I remember that I had this conversation with a friend. I asked him, so like, do you just think like everyone's like real? Like, are they NPCs? Like, not in the sense of the NPC in the word, in that meme word, but literally like, are they actually like cognizant? Because had a hard time even understanding whether or not other people could have their own individual desires and thoughts. And that kind of led to a lot of weird things going on. Like for example, because of that, had low trust in others, right? Like if you don't believe people are real, you're not gonna have a lot of trust in another person. I didn't. I remember I always thought everyone was out to get me, to a certain degree, and in a sense, it almost brought me happiness then when others were put down, because it's like, oh, like they're the enemy, and they are kind of evil and they mess with me, so I hope they go down too. And what it meant was like, it really fed that superiority complex of mine, or that competitive nature of mine, where it's like, I am only good. I'm only a good person when I'm the best person. So no one could be better. And if someone was better, it would challenge my sense of value as a person. It'd be like, am I really like a good person? Like, am I actually a nice person? Like, do people actually like me? Because like, if I'm not like better than them, then there's no reason for them to like me. I had to be the best for people to like me. So it was this very low confidence feeling of how I was presented to others, like insecure about others hating me all the time, constantly felt like other people were always leaving me, I hated everyone, like seriously. I don't think there's one person I just didn't hate to a certain degree. And as a result, I didn't have a lot of close friends. And I was very scared to show that I didn't have a lot of close friends. So it was kind of like this moment where it's like, wow, like, does anyone even like me to a certain degree, And I would always worry about that. And at this point, it was kind of just like, I was working with more shallow stuff, in a sense, where I was like, well, to get people to like me, I have to be better looking or smarter or like faster or more fit. So it kind of like led to me working out more. So I went to the gym. That was kind of the start. Started getting a little bit more confidence and external validation from people. Like, they're like, oh wow, nice shoulders or whatever, right? I mean, I'm obviously not that big now. I think I peaked in high school body wise. But at the time, it was something I did quite a lot, like a daily thing, and I was almost like driven by the will of acceptance in the world. So it was just like a very, very strong drive to work out more and more, because I thought that was like the key to having people like me, especially girls, And obviously it helped, people noticed and girls noticed and got a girlfriend from that. Additionally, I did some body language fixing, where I fidgeted a lot. Like, I like tap my fingers, or like bounce my knee a lot. Those guys who like shake the entire table. That was me. I remember like I would listen to like however many podcast episodes, just trying to fix my body language. Like, oh, should I be doing this? Oh, they said this is bad. This is anything touching your shoulder is bad. Anything touching your upper shoulder is bad. Touching your neck, bad. I'm like, okay, those are bad things. They're like keeping your jaw pushed out a little bit, good. I still do that to this day. I still do a lot of these things to this day. What else? What else? It was funny. They were like, a really good tip: keep your jaw not stiff with the top of your mouth. So like it's kind of hard to explain, but like you see how like right now I'm clenching right now a little bit, right? So they're like, don't do that, just relax. Like, so I was like, so they're like, keep your mouth a little bit open at all times, and it makes you have, I don't know, I guess it makes you look cooler and more relaxed. But they're like, man, when I first started, I used to yawn all the time. I'm trying not to swear, but I used to yawn all the time. Like I couldn't stop yawning, and I think when I started doing it, I couldn't stop yawning too. It's just like, it's just so like ready. You're in such a ready mood to yawn. What else? Fixing smile. Okay, so this is a funny one. I think a lot of people do, where I would go into the mirror and I would practice my smile to be like, okay, so what should I smile like to look the best? And I had like bigger buck teeth back then. I'm grinding my teeth now, so it's like kind of like going down, not on purpose. Like I fall asleep and I'm just like tense and I grind. But I'll show you guys. So I noticed for me, or for like good looking people, when they laugh, they have like nice teeth. So I started laughing like this. Well, I should show you how I used to laugh, or like smile. Sorry. So it's like ha ha ha. It's like cool. I mean, like it's like, you know, normal. I don't know if I would say cool. So I started changing that to like this, like instead of this, to this. You see how like that's a little bit more. It just makes your teeth a little bit more lined up. So that's what I would do, like that. Hey, how's it going? So it makes my teeth look a little bit like more proper, because I was insecure about not having braces back then, which in hindsight the teeth turned out fine, so there was no real need, but I was really butthurt about that back then. Let's see. And yeah, it was just a really shallow level mask building. I was just building a false persona of someone who really desperately wanted to, I really wanted to be more, desperately wanted to be more liked by others. And I saw confidence as a way to do that. So I was like, okay, I'm going to externally make myself a confident person. So I would work out, I do some body language fixes, so it looked kind of fine. I get my, like, you know, do my hair up, smile properly, right? Get a girlfriend, show people like I'm not weird. And that's kind of like what it kind of was all boiling down to, you know? It was just a big ball of me scared of everything, leading to some self improvement.